Hey, what do you say, weekend warriors? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Mike. Today we're gonna make a smoked meatloaf, and then we're gonna make a sandwich out of it. I'm using my Pit Boss vertical pellet smoker today. I've got it set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm using these pellets from Traeger. They partnered up with Meat Church Barbecue, and this is a mix of hickory and oak, so it should have a nice strong smoke flavor, which is what we want because this is not going to take all that long to cook at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll get a little bit more smoke flavor. And to get started, you're going to need 2 eggs. I like to mix all of my wet ingredients before I add the meat. So we'll do 2 eggs. And to that, I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of whole milk. The whole purpose of the milk is just to wet the breadcrumbs. So you don't have to use milk if you don't have any on hand. You could use beef stock or chicken stock. And I'm gonna go ahead and whisk this. This just helps to get it all mixed before you add the beef. Much easier to put together this way. And to that, we're gonna do 3 cloves of pressed garlic. If you don't have one of these garlic presses, I highly recommend you get one. Makes a huge difference compared to the prepared garlic you would buy in the can. Scoop that off. All right, to that, 1 yellow onion that's been diced up. And now about a cup of Panko breadcrumbs to start. To that, 2 tablespoons of your favorite barbecue rub. I really like this Holy Voodoo. I put it on pretty much everything. So I'm gonna go about 2 tablespoons. And then you want a couple tablespoons of flat leaf parsley. This adds so much flavor, I would not skip this step if I were you. And I'll go ahead and cut this up as small as I can. Add that in. Give it a good mix. And then you're gonna add 2 pounds of ground chuck. This is 80-20, which is what I like. But if you like it on the leaner side, it's not gonna hurt if you go with a less fat content. And now we mix. Get it all in, use your hands. And the key here is you don't wanna overwork it. If you do, it's going to be really firm. I won't call it tough, but it'll be firm when you bite through. So just incorporate without overworking it. All right, and then the next thing, I just made a little foil boat to put my meatloaf in. If you have a loaf pan, you could use that. I like to keep it so that the edges do get some smoke. This will just have a little bit lower of a profile. And then you need to think about, when I slice this, what am I gonna put it on? For me, I'm just gonna use some standard Italian bread. So I want my loaf to be kind of the shape of the bread. And then finish it off with a little bit more of your barbecue rub. It'll give it some nice color, a little bit extra flavor. And if I put my hand right here, I can get it to bounce off my hand, and then it'll make it onto the side. All right, and from here, I'm gonna put it on a baking sheet just because I know this foil might leak, and this will help keep my smoker nice and clean. And speaking of smoker, we're ready to put it in 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Get this door open, and we're gonna go right about the center rack. There's no water in the pan. You don't need it if your smoker is nice and clean. I'm not worried about grease fire. All my drippings are gonna be caught up here, so we should be good without any water. We're gonna get this door closed, let it do its thing. And just in case you're wondering, yes, you could cook this at a lower temperature. So if you wanted to go at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, that's fine. It'll just take a little bit longer. The benefit is you'll get a little bit more smoke flavor. Also, if you want the bottom of your meatloaf to be crispy, then you would have to put that on an open rack so that the air can get to it. Or after it's done cooking, you could throw it on the grill and get it crispy that way. totally up to you. We're gonna let this go now until it reaches 160 degrees Fahrenheit on the internal. Then we'll let it rest. Then we'll slice it up and make a meatloaf sandwich. And it's been exactly 1 hour. Let's get this door open and see how that meatloaf is looking. I can tell you it smells really good. The smoke's got a nice strong smell to it. Here's our meatloaf. Looking really good. A lot of juice coming out of there. So you gotta remember those onions are gonna sweat down as they cook, adding moisture. We had milk mixed into the breadcrumbs. And of course, just the natural beef drippings. So that's why I wanted that foil with the pan underneath. Do a quick temperature check. So we're sitting at about 150 degrees Fahrenheit after 1 hour. So we might have a half hour left on this. And then after it rests, we'll come back and make those sandwiches. And here we are, home stretch. 1.5 hours it took to cook. Got it up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it rest for about 30 minutes. And now I'm going to slice this open for you. I'm gonna go relatively thick for these sandwiches. That's because I want it to hold together. If you go real thin, it's gonna fall apart on you. Boy, it smells good. One of the great things about this meatloaf, ground beef, even if you're gonna do burgers, it takes on a lot of smoke in a short period of time. So I'm gonna get the rest of this cut. And then here's your next move. Piece of bread, piece of meatloaf, and then another piece of meatloaf. Got to get that American cheese. And then I'm going to take this piece of bread and this, put it back in my smoker until that cheese melts. And it'll look like that. It took about 5 minutes at 275. And then on that top piece of bread, we're going to put down some mayonnaise with a little bit of your favorite barbecue sauce. Top it off with some lettuce, tomato, and onion. Put that lid right on top and slice it down the middle. And there we go. Smoked meatloaf sandwich with American cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, mayonnaise, and barbecue sauce. Let's get a bite. And I think next time I'll add a pickle, but let's go for it. Looks awesome. I really think you're gonna love this, just for how simple it is, how much good smoke flavor you can take on in a short period of time. Man, is this good. If you want to see something else good, definitely check out one of those two videos right there. Give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you over there.